Hello, on to week 7 of matches there in the Hyundai A League. This game between Western Sydney Wanderers and Melbourne City. However, there's been a half-hour weather delay, so this match we're quite a while away, so once you get here, make a comment, we can get a discussion going on different matches and different players and stuff like that. But in the meantime, got a few different things. These matches for this week, Western Sydney against Melbourne City for this particular game. It's 3:30 for the draw, 2:30 for Melbourne City, and I've gone for a 1-1 draw for this game here. Upcoming games for tomorrow, got Wellington Phoenix against Brisbane Roar, $2.50 for Wellington Phoenix, $3.50 for the draw, $2.50 for Brisbane Roar. That's my Wellington Phoenix side, New Zealand team to win, 2-0. Got Adelaide United against Melbourne Victory. Gone for a 2-1 victory for Adelaide United. They are the favourites at $1.83, $3.50 for the draw, $3.75 for Melbourne Victory. Melbourne Victory, after a pretty good start, they're losing a few matches, so not really. Hello, Adrian Martini there. It's about frustrating that there's been a half-hour delay because normally the match on now, but it's on at 10:06. Also have the Women's A-League match between Western Sydney and Newcastle Jets. I believe it was Western Sydney winning that 1-0. So well done to the women's team. Or the men's team, they are to follow it up with a victory or two. So we've got Perth and Sydney this week. I've gone for Sydney to win that game with 1-0 as well too. Central Coast Mariners play against Western United. $3.20 for Central Coast, $3.50 for the draw, $2 for Western United. I've gone for Western United, the new club. They've done quite well. Yeah, come on Wanderers, and the Wanderers supporter. Good. Melbourne City top of the table at the moment, so could be a tough match. And they are slight favourites of winning the odds. They got 13 points, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat so far this season. Western Sydney Wanderers with 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat themselves. Slipping up in the last match. Losing against Western United, $2-1. But they have had a week off because of the bye with 11 teams for the season there. Some teams get byes off instead of playing every week, so that might make quite a big difference. And go over the lineup for this match. Let's get it up. For Western Sydney Wanderers, we got Lopar in goal, George Levitsky, McGowan, Zigley, and Mealing, the defence. Got Chiz Regular, Kamal, Mola, and the Borough in the midfield. Got Duke and Sullivan up front. For Melbourne City, got Canberra, McLaren, and Noon. Got Jim Wuru, Griffins, and Valenti in the midfield. And the defence got Jameson, Good, Delbridge, and Galloway. And in goal got Zanis. That's I'm not sure what that means. I want to elaborate on that one, Aiden. He's just trying to be wooed. Yeah, head-to-head between these two sides. Western Sydney with 12 victories. There's been 8 victories for Melbourne City and 4 draws. Melbourne City with 4 wins in the last 6. So it's going to be quite tough for Western Sydney to call this one off. But you never know with football there. Any other thoughts there? Get a conversation going while we got this long half an hour wait, unfortunately. Got notified about that wait. Um, way too late there because I was scrambling at ticking on live myself there as I was doing the Premier League and Serie A stuff. So check those out once you get a chance for this week's predictions. Also started doing the Venom Club series for this week's matches as well too today. Done the first one for you to check out. Got going to do the other ones for tomorrow there. Upcoming live streams. Hopefully you can do my New Zealand one thing that's decided for tomorrow. Which will be in like 21 and a half hours from now, or 7 o'clock New Zealand time. And hopefully the 9:30 PM one as well too for tomorrow night, so possibly a double here. And Sunday morning, hopefully I can do my Chelsea team against the City, as that will be quite a big and tough challenge to try and get into the title race back again. As long as Liverpool step up somewhere along the way, which they might doing possibly in December when they got the heavy pitch to overload. Anyway, back to the AV matches there. The other matches for this week: head-to-head records, Chicago, Brisbane War against Wellington Phoenix, my club there. 19 victories for Brisbane War, 6 wins for Wellington Phoenix, and 10 draws. Last 6 for that has seen 1 win each and 4 draws. Adelaide United and Melbourne Victory, 26 wins for Victory, 11 for Adelaide, and 10 draws. Last 10 has seen decisive results with 3 wins for Adelaide, 2 for Melbourne Victory, and 5 draws. Perth Glory and Sydney, 24 victories for Sydney, 9 wins for Perth, and 8 draws. Sydney, unbelievably, with 11 wins of the last 12. And Central Coast and Western United haven't played each other so far. Whereas the match are not showing the match, just doing the live watch along zone there. But also the match is currently not on anyway. There's been a delay because of the weather, so it'll be on in like about 27 minutes from now. Well, we've got 8 viewers. Anyone that's watching there, make sure you hit the like button. Only got 1 like so far, so try and get that one up. Okay, so what should we talk about now then? So far on the BT Sport one website there is the one I'm going to watch the stream from. Talking about the Premier League matches so far. Yeah, weather delay. Said something about Wayne or something like that. So I came in very late on myself there because I was really scrambling to get there at 9:30, and then I saw just the end of the women's match game there between Western Sydney and Newcastle Jets, where Western Sydney managed to win the game 1-0. And then they said about how there had been half-hour weather delay. So then I went Jets the A-League thing there, and then the new time for this match they got at 10:06 PM there, so a bit unusual there, but occasionally it does happen. And sometimes you even see games get called off because of the weather. But yeah, they should toughen up. Yeah, from Russia with minus 26 centigrade here. Exactly nothing like that in Australia. It'd be quite warm and humid usually these nights, but what can you do? In Russia, they'll just play in whatever conditions they. Also, the big talking point in Australia there was that the huge wildfires they've been having there. So, in Sydney, go. Hello, Lim Cook. QN. Welcome to the stream. Any thoughts and predictions yourself for this game there? I've gone for a 1-1 draw between Western Sydney and Melbourne City. Yes, Australia having those wildfires at the moment there, so mainly in Sydney it's been affecting like the atmosphere and the cloud, so hopefully they can eventually sort that out. It's been a lot worse with the climate change these days, including myself, I guess, in Christchurch, where they had some mini tornado in the city, which haven't heard of that happening before. So, yeah. Have you ever seen Russian football? I've seen a little bit. They've had it live on YouTube now there, so I've been checking some of that out. CSK, Moscow, Zenit, Dynamo. Asking what team I support, or I think I might have missed that during the Russian league there when I did a whole bunch of football league predictions at the start of the season, because I think they started off a bit early or something like that. But I did do a whole bunch of different countries there, so I possibly could preview them for the next season. Or you never know with my Random Club series at the moment that I'm doing. Got 5 different teams across Europe, and depending who wins, who draws, who loses, could eventually end up anywhere. So it could possibly end up in Russia, depending on a few different factors. Unlike Champions League or Europa League matches, that's some of the Premier League teams play in, or Spanish teams and stuff like that. So but it's good to get quite a bit of chat going for a change here. So keeps us entertained, but we still got another 23 minutes to go before we get close to starting. Currently on the BT Sport phone, they're just talking about Premier League knowledge. Pukki scoring quite a few goals to start the season, but scoring a hat trick and scoring against Manchester City, but no one's really been misfiring since then too. If you guys want to talk about the Premier League or the Liga 1 or the Bundesliga while we're waiting, feel free to do so, or carry on. Make sure wake up hope about the Russian league. It'd be quite interesting there. I'm quite a big football fan myself there, and any countries sort of interest me. Or it's the ones that's a bit unusual or less common, I suppose. Russia's one of those big sort of leagues there, but might get a lot less attraction than like the top very few flights games like the LD Spain, France, France, England, Italy, Germany, Spain, and I guess one more. Well, I've been to mainly Scotland as well too there, but they're not one of the top 6. So yeah. So we got 4 viewers on the moment there. Someone hasn't been hitting the like button, try and boost this video up. Only got the 1 like at the moment, so make sure you hit the like button, and more people we can get along here and get quite a bit more of a conversation going. And this game between Western Sydney and Melbourne City, very early stages in the season here, into week 7. But some teams been playing 5 games and some been playing 6, as it's been quite a bit of a broken season this time. Unfortunately, I sort of enjoy that 10-team format we previously had for a number of seasons anyway, because then every team gets to play each other 1 game at a time, and they can actually see how a team's actually doing. Because I mean, at the moment, the Melbourne City are top with 6 games, but Sydney and the likes of Western Sydney Wanderers got a game in hand here, as they could possibly move above them to first spot. And I believe next season also got a 12th A-League team coming along as well too. So it'll be interesting to see how they get along there. Hopefully one day there'll be some more New Zealand clubs into the A-League, because that's where I'm from. So far I've just got the Wellington Phoenix. But of course, there could be quite a challenge there. It's Wellington Phoenix just been fighting to keep alive with an extension in the A-League, as it was somewhat in darts. Like 2 seasons ago, we were just about to got a stink there, but luckily fans stepped in and saved the club, and we got that to 10-year extension there. But hopefully more New Zealanders get into football there. Seen the likes of the under-17 World Cup and the women's, at least, managed to get a bronze medal, which was sort of a minor miracle. For the men's side of the All Whites, we made the World Cup in 2010, and we were the only side to go unbeaten. So that was quite special, with a historic draws against Italy, Slovakia and Paraguay. Despite not getting through the group, that meant quite a lot, as we only got 4.7 million population compared to all these other millions of countries have. So yeah, we punch above our weights here in New Zealand when it comes to sport. Still about 18 minutes to go. My longest live stream I've done before, because I didn't expect to do this long a preview show here. I was expecting to really be well into the match and celebrating possibly even a goal between these two sides. Talking about how many chances they have, or the corners, the crosses, potential good players like Jamie McLaren, and could just have another look at the lineup for this game here for those people that just coming in now. For Western Sydney Wanderers, got low power in goal, Jorvitsky, McGlowan, Ziegler, Wormelin, and defence. Got Shirley, Kimura, Mola, and Boa in the midfield. Up top, we've got Duke and Sullivan. For Melbourne City, got Caballero, McLaren, and Noon. Got Ken Wu, Griffins, and Berletti. In the midfield, got Jamieson, Good, Delbridge, and Galloway in the defence there. Got Zanis in the goal for Melbourne City. On the bench, got Dua Curtis, Alexandra Meyer, Kieran Bakers, Tarek Alwidge, Tate Russell, Mohammed Adam, Nicholas Solomon, and that's for Western Sydney. And for Melbourne City, got Tom Glover, Florin Bewan Guru, Nathaniel Atkinson, Bacon Wales, Adrian Luna, Whammy Naja Wine, Idris Dali P. Why play? Why play what? Why play this live stream? Why play the game? Why what? Need a bit more information in Hope ND Soap. Not allowed to stream the match live, if that's what you're possibly meaning there. Due to broadcasting rights and stuff like that. I'm just talking about the game there, so try. Hello, which team kickoff? Yeah, we don't know yet, because we still got another 17 minutes to go as there's been a weather delay for this game. So the new time is 10:06 p.m. for me, which is in 15 minutes from now. So it's a bit unfortunate. You're from Cambodia. Nice. Nice to have some Cambodian supporter. First time I've known to have a Cambodian supporter. And guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel there. We're only 3 away from 300. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And wait, there's so many people on the stream here. Got 7, 8 people, which is the most by far. So I've had at one go. So hopefully I can keep a hold of you as long as I can. You're from Mexico. Nice. Go to Mason. Nice one there. What do you think about your Mexican football team? They recently won the Gold Cup earlier this year against the much Mexican football in Mexico. I know myself in New Zealand, we got the New Zealand Premiership, but it's been sort of a lot more flat because only a couple hundred or so people watch these games there, and we're not able to have any free live coverage online for New Zealand games like my Canterbury United side. Occasionally I go out and watch the games at the grounds myself there. But yeah, I've certainly seen a lot more Wellington Phoenix matches because it's nice to have these free online websites that you can access all these sports from. And what leagues do you guys watch there? Are you following the Premier League there with my Chelsea team absolutely clean out with 6 victories in a row and about to play Manchester City in a couple of days' time, and also doing a live stream of that one. If you're free to come along and check it out and see my reactions as we're able to defeat the mighty Manchester City or any other top European divisions there. France, with PSG actually running away with it already, even with 3 losses this season. Or Italy, it's been a tight battle between Juventus and Inter Milan. The Bundesliga's been quite tight so far this season. Bayern Munich just recently sacking their manager. They've got the Scottish Premiership that I've been doing. Celtic and Rangers neck and neck, fighting into that. What else have we got? I think I'm missing one, but eluding me. Adrian Luna played for the City team where I live. Oh, do you know him quite well? Have you seen him before? So I guess you'll be supporting Melbourne City for this match here. We also got another guy that's supporting Western Sydney for this game here, so be a bit of a rivalry battle, which is what we want to see. But like yes or no or goal, but all these VAR decisions also having quite a bit of an impact this season and previous seasons. As we've seen a whole bunch of goals ruled out because of few and narrow offside calls or penalty decisions which get overturned or awarded quite a bit later. So VAR is always a good talking point. Are you supportive of VAR or not supportive of it? Me personally, somewhat supportive, but obviously they really need to get their act together of the number of mates and these clear and obvious decisions that they say is what it has to be to overturn it is what it is. Like rugby union is really nice, clean cut and short, and it's like, okay, I can't see clear grounding, stick to your original decision, no try, for example. But for here, it's like, oh, we see this tiny little thing there let's overturn it and award the penalty kick, even though it's like, well, it should just stay because it's not clear and obvious. Or in some cases, it's just be like, no, there was no way near a penalty kick there. So yeah, it's been really affecting the mind. Well, and I think it's been quite hard. It's been seeing a couple of bad calls go against us, unfortunately. We only got 1 point so far this season. So hopefully, game against Brisbane War tomorrow night will be our first win of the season. Have a really good feeling. Probably could be, but we have to wait and see. We're not too far away to go now. Just another 9 or so minutes before I guess the players get on the field, and then we can finally get the game underway. Yeah, yeah, the game's well advertised at 9 minutes, but from what I've previously seen, it normally takes like another 5 minutes before the game actually starts. So probably like 14, 15 minutes for the official start, but 9 minutes for the advertised start. Otherwise, we could have been almost half an hour into this game already. But keep the conversation going there. What else you want to talk about in the meantime there? Sort of can get a lot of more questions and answers, maybe about my personal football contents, or also been doing like the Rugby World Cup and the Cricket World Cup and all these other major sport competitions as well too. And the Random Club Series, if anyone's been following that there, I've been enjoying it personally with myself. Any particular things you want to see me do in the future, be a good time to let me know. Or if you want to talk about a bit more about your Russian football there, Matt, or about Cambodia, possibly for you, Soak. Have you been following any of your Cambodian football, the national team or the league team matches there? So if I still got 4 or 5 people watching me, and still only one person has decided to like the video. So, come on, if you stick with me with this one, it's bound to be at least somewhat enjoyable. So, come on, like the video. Um, kind of want to have ideas what to talk about here, but at least we can get underway very, very soon. Watching on the BT Sport 1 website there. Currently on another commercial break, but just been doing some Premier League review type stuff previously. So probably just another review of this week's matches, I guess. Got Western Sydney against Melbourne City, which is this game here, which being a slight delay because of the weather. Kickoff 5-10 minutes away. Wellington Phoenix against Brisbane War, my Wellington Phoenix team, trying to get our first win of the season. Against Brisbane War, who dramatically won the last game, 4-3, with two players getting hit in this game there. Coming from 2 goals down twice against Melbourne City, yeah, I believe that was the game of the season. Adelaide United and Melbourne Victory take part tomorrow. Perth Glory and Sydney also playing. And to wrap off this week, got Central Coast Mariners and Western United taking the part there. For this game in particular, I've gone for a 1-1 draw. For the Wellington Phoenix game, I've gone for a 2-0 victory for Wellington Phoenix. Adelaide United, I believe the home side Adelaide United will win that game at 2-1. Sydney, I think they will win that game there. They've got a really good record over Perth Glory. Going to go 1-0 for that one. And Western United, the new club, with a couple of former Wellington Phoenix players like Durante, and the coach, and been doing quite well themselves. And Central Coast Mariners have conceded in their last 39 matches in total. They should be potential talking opponents to get rid of the club if there was need to do so there. Their fan base has been really dropping there. I've seen a whole bunch of empty seats in their stadium. So many losses. Had the wooden spoon the last 2 seasons there, and I've gone for way 250 for Western United for that game up there. So on the table there, Melbourne City lead the way. They played the 6 games. They got 13 points. Got 4 wins in the last 5, losing the last game though. Sydney on 2nd place with 4 wins, 1 defeat, but they only played 5 games. Western Sydney on 3rd, 5 games played, 10 points. Western United, 6 games played and 10 points. 5th place Adelaide with 3 wins, 2 defeats, 9 points in their 5 games. Perth Glory on 6th place, 5 games played and 6 points. 3 draws, 1 win, 1 defeat. Brisbane Roar with 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats and 5 points. Melbourne Victory with 1 win, 2 draws and 3 defeats and 5 points. Newcastle Jets in 9th place with 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats and 5 points. Central Coast Mariners in 10th spot with 1 win, 1 draw and 3 losses and 4 points. And unfortunately, my one hand Bennet's at rock bottom at the moment. That's very early stages with 1 draw and 4 defeats and just the 1 point we picked up on the last match there. Ooh. Got 7 people watching now, so if you're new, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Just about up to 300 subscribers there, so that'll be absolutely fantastic to get to if we're coming to do that in this live stream. Only a few minutes to go now before we kick off, and I'm waiting really for the excitement of who's doing well in the game and who isn't. Okay, they're inside the dressing room now. That's the latest update. It's looking like a good atmosphere there. Early on, had the women's sides winning the game 1-0 over Newcastle Jets. So I guess now more people have tuned up because more people have been following the men's football. But it's nice to see that the women's football is taking a bigger stage with more advertisements. I expect that to go over the years to come. So they're in the tunnel there, just about to come out. A few claps going on. Any picks for players to score in this game? Got Jamie McLaren from Melbourne City, the obvious pick. Western Sydney against Jewick. So he's the top goal scorer. Western Sydney investing quite a bit on training academies. Yeah, Western Sydney 5 years ago when they very first started managed to win the title in the A League, and then next season winning the Asian Champions League. So they really built up everything straight away. But recent times they've taken a bit of a decline there. So we've got both sets of Western Sydney and Melbourne City players beside each other as they're shaking hands coming towards the tunnel there. So it gets a bit more of a view of the stadium. Or the Wanderers supporters, as you'll suspect there, as they are the ones that are playing at home. So attack against defence this game here, as Melbourne City scoring the most goals, Western Sydney conceding the least goals. Here they come down the tunnel now. Don't worry, we're just about to get underway. Any thoughts on who you think's going to win this game, or your predictions, or who you support? We already got a couple of supporters. We got one that was supporting Western Sydney for this game, and one Melbourne City. And they just briefly talked about the weather there that was held up because of heavy rain of half an hour before the women's match took place. So then the men's match had to get postponed as well too, so they can finish. And yeah, maybe it would have been good to find out earlier, but I guess we had a really reasonable conversation here. Helps for the viewers and my watch time there, try to get to 1,000 subscribers in 1 year and the 4,000 hours of watch time. So I think we had a good discussion. But let's keep this discussion going as we kick off in maybe 1 or so minute. Currently just a few passes amongst each other and the line with Melbourne City and SS and the goalkeeper Galloway, Galbridge, Good, Jamieson, Valenti, Griffins, Caballero, Jinwu, McLaren, Moon, substitutes, Clubber, and it's skip past them. But we already covered the lineups a couple of times, so no need to worry about that one. So Jamie and McLaren, 7 goals in 3 games this season. Well, is that one? And Mitchell Duke with 3 goals in the past 2 games for City. So I like playing against Melbourne City, so watch out for Mitchell Duke for Western City. Players into a huddle and quickly out of it. And Melbourne City and their away white kick. And Western Sydney and their red and black kit. And it's Melbourne City that's going to kick off this game here. And we are officially underway this game. Mini celebration for that. As it took, what, a good 35 minutes later than normal. So we're already 39 minutes into the stream, and I thought we were going to get underway just about before that. We're officially underway. It's 0-0. 25 seconds gone. Might be slightly behind the actual live match there, but it's just stream delay of maybe like a minute or so. So Melbourne City currently passing the ball around in their defence. Coming down the right hand side. And a nice through ball into the middle of the pitch there. Trying to get past, but it's free kick awarded. I'll put like Belletti for Melbourne City, that's committed the foul as Western Sydney in the own defence, clearing it away with the goalkeeper. Into the halfway line there, coming down the left hand side. There's a bit of space on the right hand side. There's good contact, and there's one on the left, and it's a goal. What a start. It's a goal. 90 seconds and it's a goal. Wow. And that hand on got VAR to wait for though, because that's always the big talking point. And yeah, It's been awarded for a free kick there, so no goal. But we're checking the VAR though. Yeah, it came down the left-hand side. And yeah, was, I think, possibly is onside. But it's very tight for the right-hand player there. With Tower Bowler's arm coming off the build-up there. It's very tight. You have to get the wall of art with the lines again. Looks possibly onside, but has to have another decision. And it's been awarded. Huh. And Kalawa Bower has got the goal for Western Sydney Wanderers. And what a great start after this very long wait. Inside 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes. As he came down the right hand side there, it was a nice cross and the Yawa Bowler's first goal for Western Sydney. Yeah, there was, yeah, clearly onside there. It looked a lot closer on the actual pictures that was seen previously because I didn't see that line coming across. So great starts for Western Sydney. Not good for Melbourne City there. Who was my Melbourne City supporter? It was Mason. This Gerardo Mason person that's watching my stream at the moment there. Had Luna playing for Melbourne City, so I guess he's the Melbourne City supporter for this game. He wouldn't be too happy. But we had a Wanderers supporter, Adrian Manatia, player, if that's how you pronounce it there. He'll be happy that their team has got the lead so far. But very, very early starts, just a minute and a half gone, well, 4 minutes now. With that, or the VAR decision will be added on at the end of this first half. As Melbourne City hit the ball straight into the goalkeeper's arms for Western Sydney. Okay, we're currently on the halfway line there. Melbourne City in position. Foul committed. And double whistle as it looks like a bit of a nasty injury here. With Buller coming in the foul. Bit of a nasty one. The follow through could have been a possible yellow card, but gets away with it. So Melbourne City with a free kick here. It's a bit of a distance that, so it'll be flipped into the pots. But good luck halfway into the halfway line. Here comes the ball whipped in and it's easily cleared away. Header rebounded in, but away and cleared. I speak too loudly. Okay, I'll tone it down for you slightly there. Thanks for that. Melbourne City in the opposition half there, passing it back. I think I got a bit to the side of there when Western Sydney scored their goal early in this game. But this game probably tone it down a bit more as they just try and hold on to possession there and keep their shape and defence solid. And defence for Western Sydney, they are well known for their defence this season. Western Sydney got a free kick now inside their own half. And another player gone down, Gabriella, I believe. Yeah, a couple of players going down injured already here that they are checked, so possibly clear a very long added on time at the end of this first half. So have to wait and see that one. Okay, back there goes to the goalkeeper here. No pressure under a long punt upfield down the left hand side. And Melbourne City easily getting that one. So really pressing forward, try and get a breakthrough, but Western Sydney getting their numbers back there, block that one out. Trying to look for Muller down the right hand side there, but into touch and up for a 4-4 of Melbourne City. Or Western Sydney, actually. So Western Sydney, just a few more passes. Oh, that was a nice touch there, but Melbourne City won it back after that 1-2 interchange. Oh, when they stall on this ball in a dangerous position here, as they got 4 numbers on 5. But you have to get the ball wide on to find all the gaps. Melbourne City trying to build through the colourway on the right hand side. Got that ball onto a touch there, otherwise it was looking like a reasonable breakaway of Ballarat coming down the right hand side for them. Hello, Kamal Ali. How you doing tonight there? Who you're supporting for this game? Be interesting to know. We've got one supporter for Western Sydney and one supporter for Melbourne City at this stage. Western Sydney Wanderers got a early 1-0 lead within 90 seconds. Western Sydney, free ball here, Barra, and into the box. And Duke, the header saved. That was a very dangerous attack there for Western Sydney, trying to get their second goal in these early stages. And here comes Melbourne City, trying to break away on the counter quickly, but no good there. I need your prognostic about League 1 and 2 tomorrow. Okay. I'm doing the Oxford United game for League 1 there. I'm not doing any other matches. The reason I'm doing Oxford United is for the Wingham Cup series. So I've been doing quite a few of Oxford United ones at the moment, and depending on who's been winning and losing those games, there will be other League 1 sort of matches taking place. So I'm into that a little bit. But unfortunately, I can't cover everything, I guess. So sorry about that. I mean, my personal League 1 team is Bolton Wanderers. Yeah, they had their financial issues and 12 points deducted, and they've just recently got 3 wins in a row. So it'd be good if Bolton rises up on the points there into positive points with 1 point and try and survive for the season. Unfortunate about Bury is they actually got extinct, so that's a pretty sad day for football. That was, and they got extinct. That's the probably form of their fingers. Who this game Western Sydney Wanderers on the ball at the halfway line. Just trying to do some passes 1-2 between each other, switching from left to right at the moment. Your bowler. come down the left-hand side, so that's like another scene attack for Western Sydney. A cut-off thing. Well, Precious Building, they had their goal, and then they had really good shots before. Now it's just one through ball away from even more chances. And here comes a really long ball over the top, but that's going to go straight into the goalie's hands that time. Now I've been sitting in a position here in the own half, and they're switching it to the right-hand side with good. Galante trying to get onto the end of things there, but it's been, well, cleared for Sullivan. And Melbourne City being pushed back before they're pushing forward. This time, still not going the way of Melbourne City. As it's good defensive effort for Western Sydney, making sure they cover those gaps and stop that right winner for Melbourne City, who's been the most liveliest so far for the team on this game. Got Dalbridge and Western Sydney trying to get someone going, but nope. Melbourne City trying to get a through ball to Clout. Western Sydney got the ball again. Feel like these days the players more so to counter attack. You can score so many goals on the counter attack than you can on the normal attack when everyone's in their shape and solid defensively. So possible tactics could be just purposely turning the ball over, add a couple of points to try and stay back and hold on, and then quickly shoot numbers upfield when the defenders are scrambling back there. So it's an interesting one. Not sure what you guys think about football tactics there and the development of them, but that's just the way I see it there. Because back in the day, sort of more possession orientated teams was more of the key to football. These days, you can just have like 20-25% possession in some cases, even though it's probably way too low. And then just have a team on the break there, make a goal, and then just hold on and just always prepare for those corner kicks and mainly just not committing fouls in the box with pushing or shoving handballs. So 16 minutes into this game so far, we've got Western Sydney with a 1-0 lead for Melbourne City. And they definitely deserved it so far with the number of chances they have created. Yeah, Western Sydney just conceded 4 times this season. So, pretty good stuff. Melbourne City on the ball here, trying to get something going. Try and use Jamie McLeod, who managed to get a hat-trick last week against Brisbane War, even though they won the end of that 4-3 four-leg game, the game of the season. Melbourne City with a long punt upfield that time from the halfway line. But it's way too long as it can't start to play. So goal kick, Western Sydney, punting it upfield. Couple of headers, and they do hold on to position here. if they can get this one on the right hand side. That's just not quick enough that time. Melbourne City, long balls just haven't been working there, not finding the players, going straight to the defence quite commonly. All these short balls, 1-2 touches, it's more the way to go. They just talked about Kamal, and they got Kamal Ali watching this stream here at the moment there, so it's a bit funny. Got Wavante as Melbourne City try to come down the right hand side, and what a one that is! Comes down the left hand side, what a nice pass. Melbourne City getting a nice move going that time. Guerrero down the left hand side. Again, they go across into the box. No, they switch it to the right hand side of Galloway. Moon. I bet they come here. As an annoying when you get some quite promising with these 1-2 touches side to side there, and they really just absolutely just pass the pack into their own half. Sort of just absolutely kills any attack. They have saying that, and they see the ball on the right hand side. McLaren and got a misfired header away from one. Well, somehow they managed to still keep the attack going. With the ball over the top, whipped in to the box with Jamie McLaren there, and a misfired header that was off target. But a reasonable opportunity for Melbourne City to get back into this game though. So that's something. Still life. I mean, for me, I went for 1-1 draw, so just one go away for Melbourne City, just to be bang on the nose. So a bit of a hitting battle that time. Currently with Melbourne City, as it's been past the goalkeeper. And a ball, nice free ball down the middle there. But three Western Sydney players trying to get to him, but hold on to the ball. This time they go down the left hand side with Jamison, Clarence, John Rowe, Dalbridge, back from Boanti. Wanderers staying compact. Cabrera, John Rowe. Oh, this one looks really good. Oh, well blocked there. Had a shot there for Melbourne City. That was well blocked. Yeah, Melbourne City holding on to the position quite a bit more in the last few minutes. And they're coming down the left hand side with John Rowe. And that's a nice ball for there. Takes the shots and it's tipped over the bar. Low pass saving that one. Yeah, well, blocked shots, a misfired header, and now he shots on the goal box that was tipped over the bar and out for a corner kick now. So here comes the corner kick. The first corner of the night. And 1-2 pass, and what happened there? Just gone. Okay, I guess that was a really, really bad corner kick that Tom. 1-2 touch went one, and then it's up for a 4-1 now. But it's still in a dangerous looking area if they can work it right. Oh, they got a closer for now, really close to the corner kick flag. Have they got any long foreign players? No, they go short with Jamison, back to Jamison, and he whips it in across. And they're still holding on to it. And went out of room for fine for Western Sydney that time. Oh, hello, we've got a couple of other people here, T Cricket Live, and Slim Cookman. Hello, guys. What do you make of the game so far? Now, looks like we have another potential spoiler. Okay. So far, it's Western Sydney Wanderers 1-0 against Melbourne City, 23 minutes in. So, have to wait and see if what you say is correct. So far, Western Sydney has been going quite well, but Melbourne City have been putting him back into the game there with a few different shots in a row. Holding on to the possession. Oh, there was a high ball on the mid pitch. And here comes Western Sydney, and nice free ball with your ball. And Kamal, off to the left hand side of the goal. Western Sydney gets on going again. So far, I got 1-0 for Western Sydney. So, just if that goal is the goal, 24 minutes in. Otherwise, just hold fire on if there's another goal so they don't get spoiled on it. Or I don't get spoiled on it. You guys might already know. But it's interesting when you do see a goal live, you're not exactly sure if it is a goal or not because of VAR. So we saw that really, really goal in this game 90 seconds in and got told a goal just as basically as it was happening there. And it was eventually scored, but had to be checked and all that, so don't really know for a couple of minutes usually. But here comes Melbourne City again on the left hand side with Valente. And McLaren wants to get on the score sheet again. Carry on from his hat trick from the last game there. Delbridge committing a foul on Muller. As Western Sydney got a free kick on the halfway line. There seems to be a bit of pain at the moment. Just catching the trailing league. I was behind the ball tackle. I think it was a bit unnecessary that one. We've got another stoppage here, so could be a few minutes once we get to the 45-minute mark. Even though we're over an hour into the stream because of the half-hour we've got delayed to begin. So far, still only got one like for this video, I believe. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Just have an offside there for Jamie McLaren. Huh, 17 goals and 11 games for Jamie McLaren in the league and the country, so that's pretty impressive. But of course, Lewandowski has been more impressive for Bayern Munich since winning all of their games this season in the Bundesliga and Champions League games. I believe it's like 20 or so games. Just unbelievable, quite prolific striker. Melbourne City at the moment in the own half. That's the goalkeeper, come down the left hand side. Valente, nice pass coming down the left hand side that time. This one's into the boards. and a high header, but that was going to be tough to control onto. So kick for Western Sydney was there, but yeah, another potential opportunity for Melbourne City. It's been all Western Sydney Wanderers for the first, I'd say, 15 minutes or so, and then Melbourne City going into this game quite a bit more. Okay, goal kick for Western Sydney, punt upfield there. And just sort of forcing them back at the moment there with all these high balls going back and forwards. And headers, wait till the ball gets under control, but that one goes sky high. Almost like part of the stadium high, really. And that one went out of the screen of the broadcast. But finally on the ground there, and Western Sydney Wanderers switching play left to right and then against winners. But yeah, just the turnovers at the moment there, which really sort of diminishes the game. You can't get any attack going of it, just when it plays up in the midfield there, which it's been doing for the last couple of months. Oh, well, that was a nice feisty challenge there with whistle and got a yellow card coming out here. Players fighting in between each other. Delbridge with a yellow card. Well, that was another talking point there. Whole bunch of players getting marched up with the ball. Challenges firing left, right centre. Yeah, have so quite stretch to get a hold of the ball there, and then Melbourne City, committing a lunge. Delbridge committing a lunge to give away the yellow card to give Western Sydney this free kick here. And this one's into the box. Ooh, half opportunity, but no shots into the box. But ball behind the player, and then just not able to twist and turn and take it shot off the limit. So Melbourne City back in position here. Ooh, stolen ball in their own half. Somewhat dangerous is to come down the left hand side, but into the box in the way. Melbourne City get away with that one. You don't want to get yourself into trouble, and they do even worse here. And Kamal, you really don't want to give the ball away right near your goal mark there. That's what they're doing. All of a sudden, Melbourne City on the other end of the field, as they're going to get a shot into the box, are they? They're right on the edge, and they're going to switch it left. It's like, but no, they take it straight on, comfortably missing the goal. And we've got another player down for Western Sydney Wanderers on the field. Wonder what time this match will eventually end. Currently 10:41 p.m. at New Zealand time. It's supposed to start at 9:30, but it's half hour delay because of the weather. Plus, we're going to have a few minutes here with all these injuries. The VAR decision with the goal. Still got the second half time to have there. So, bit of a long night, but I'm okay with that. For you guys watching here, make sure you get the comments going on this chat here. I've been reading them all along. We've been talking about League One, League Two matches even. Obviously, the main thing is probably this game, but anything at all, I don't mind. Yeah, just re-showing those challenges there. Plunging into the ball. And who's the player off for Western Sydney here? Duke. No, not Duke. He's one of the main goal scorers here for Western Sydney. But they can rely on the defence, only conceding 4 goals this season, and they got the lead. So far, so good for them. Western Sydney on the ball at the moment then, they just passing it comfortably around before the goalkeeper gets it upfield towards the halfway line and out for a fine for Melbourne City. Melbourne City on the ball at the moment there, trying to string a few passes together, but goalkeepers again a few more touches of the ball recently there. Just make sure they've wound it down, I'll say, a little bit more. There's been a few little half chances, but no real clear cut chances happening. Switch it to the left hand side in the middle of the half of the field. And Western Sydney closing on the ball when they can there. Just trying to get that quick counter attack. If Melbourne City turn the ball over in their final quarter there, they could have had problems. Just giving their ball away a few too more times. Yes, Western Sydney got the possession again there with their goalkeeper this time. What's this? Gu Olo. Is that another goal spoiler? I suppose the last one was a fake spoiler because there was no goal there. So yeah, just keep saying goal when you get me excited. So it could actually happen, but this game sort of winding down with 10 minutes to go before half time there. With Melbourne City in the own half of the field, just left to right passes, try to come through the middle, another turnover for them. They got 4-on-4. This is where they're waiting for Western Sydney if they could get the through ball in there, but they don't. Cut up at the end there. That's the problem when you try and play yourself back into this game there. You feel a lot more under pressure, and then you end up gifting the opposition a lot more better opportunities on the break there. So even with Melbourne City's resurgence, since they've been behind, I feel that Western Sydney, with the right counter attack there, will be more likely to score the next goal than what Melbourne City would be with a lot more opportunities that aren't as easy, if you know what I mean. Got Jameson with the ball for Melbourne City at the moment. As they're back in the own half, they have just, not playing the ball in the opposition half. More recently, there is Western Sydney getting a few more players close down on the ball when they can. Got like a good four players in their own half as they work their way back. Make sure you're man-to-man defending. As I can see, they all marked well. So just no options for Melbourne City other than the defenders and making sure that you're facing towards the ball and opposite the player so you can be in front of them slightly. He come Melbourne City, they come down the right hand side. Oh, some nice dribbling skills that time. And it's into the box and easy catch for Lopa for Western City. So Western Sydney with the ball now as they, oh, what a nice forward ball that is from the halfway line, but cut off in the end. Coffins by stepping your bowl. Melbourne City running forward here and switches to the right hand side, trying to get a better cross into the box. Here it comes to the box, but this is a whole bunch of balls straight to Lopa and the goal there. They just need to make sure they don't overcook the crosses, leave it a bit undercooked. So yeah, more so towards like the penalty spot. Otherwise, the advantage being the goalkeeper is able to collect balls anywhere that's around the goal line area. So it's something for Melbourne City to work on there. They're getting the opportunities, Melbourne City, but they're just not making the most out of them. But yeah, Boyara shrugging off Pitsky. Yabeo again, a ball over the top down the left hand side. Oh, and missed the ball completely there. Well, that was poor. But Melbourne City still looking low. And John Woe into the box. And just shielded that to that time. Nice. So pre-match, Melbourne City were the slight favourites for this game at $2.30. Western Sydney at $2.80. $3.30 for the draw. I did go for a 1-1 draw on this match. And previously, Melbourne City were 4 wins in the last 6. Head-to-head record being 12 wins for Western Sydney, 8 for Melbourne City, and 4 draws. But I will be having a look at the updated odds in the break there. And it's sure that Western Sydney Wanderers will be favourites for this game with their 1-0 advantage. Watching us on BT Sports 1 there for those people that are interested. You can watch all of these matches online yourself as I'm not broadcasting the game live if you're interested. It's like the live TV.es websites possibly you can watch. Assuming it's available in the country. Otherwise there's like Stop Stream website, there's like searchfree.sc I think there is. But ideally just so what do you make of the game so far there? Melbourne City really going back into the game. But still say Western Sydney are more favourable with their counter attack there. Melbourne City on the ball at the moment in their own half. It's been the theme recently, just being the fast in the back left and right in their own half there. It is lack of options and spaces forward. Western Sydney doing really well with their defence holding up play for the most part. And you know what they say, defence wins leagues. It might not be the most exciting and attractive football to watch, but at the end of the day, it's job and business for these guys here to win games. So you can understand why they need to do it. But Melbourne City with a free kick here, it could be a dangerous one, dangerous looking one. 1-2 pass into the box, headed down, and with Griffins. And it's been deflected for a corner. Oh no, it's been a goal kick there. Decision over 43 minutes in, only got a couple of minutes left to go before a little bit of added on time before the break. Western Sydney on the ball here. Oh, a nice twist and turns here. Oh, what amazing skill that's. Fujitski with his shots, and what a scramble for the goalkeeper there. And then a unnervy handle away. Yeah, what quality there was. Yeah, that number 11 for Western Sydney turn inside and out, and the bots. And then a wild shot saved in the end. Well, here comes the corner kick for Western Sydney. Interesting approach. They got 3 players on the goal mark and a few players, one on the edge of the goal line. So a good chance to do a well set moves. And it comes in and it's well punched away. Body checked. And free kick for Melbourne City. They're going to go on the book for that. Nope. No, it's charged in both somewhat going for the ball, but what got more like a shoulder charge than a ball challenge there, as it was like sandwiched in between the two, I think. Here comes Melbourne City down the left hand side, but not a lot happening for them. They got the ball back again. They've been fine in their own half, easy passes. As Western Sydney have been more compact, just trying to cover all the spaces from the players as to drive forward. Yeah, 3 shots in tail for Western Sydney and just the one from Melbourne City. With their goal and then a couple of counters and then just turning the ball over quite a few times, Melbourne City. And that one was misplayed, hadn't touched. So just the 2 minutes had a long way, but surprising. I thought there'd be a few more minutes there. Obviously with the VAR and all these injuries and stuff. We do feel like they're a bit lenient in terms of added on time in general. So it'd be interesting where they exactly get their numbers for as a bet. It's always more than they post. Just a few more seconds left to go there. Join the break time. Gonna leave and I'm gonna get some dessert. So apologies about that. But I'm hungry and want a drink and a quick stop at the toilet. But I won't be too long. And then also we'll have a look at the updated odds for this game and obviously any questions or comments that you have for me in break time with this Western Sydney. Yeah, your bowler to the match. So well done to him. His first goal for the club. And I'll be back very soon to answer any comments and predictions you might have on this game or any other games there. But well done for Western Sydney so far. Very good start for them. Let's see what happens in the second half. I'll be back very, very soon, so don't. I'll wait. Hello, back again. Just got some fruit and a drink while we're on the break. Okay. Got some nice fruit salad here and a Coke. Yeah, just reviewing that very really goal in the middle and a half. Talking about VAR before the match, and it had to be in play. Yeah, of course, with all goals being a bit of VAR. Yeah, Bowler scoring that early goal. Story of the half, Melbourne City precinct, but can't find the equaliser. Yeah, a number of turnovers leading them down. And just struggling to find that space with Western Sydney's defence there for the most part, apart from that one great save on the edge of the goal mark. Yeah, they need more creativity that Western Sydney Wanderers have with that twisting and turning inside and outside, working the ball in and stuff like that. Melbourne City play a bit too flat. Yeah, so Melbourne City creating more chances, but Western Sydney with more of that clinical ones. Have a look at the new updated odds there. Feel a bit hot here, so just into this food and drink here. Hopefully you don't mind too much. But any thoughts on this first half so far? Have you been impressed with Melbourne City or Western Sydney? Yeah, it's good up on my phone here while I'm eating about the odds listening. Using the TAB New Zealand website, which is my country sports website there, or sport betting website. So 1-0 for Western Sydney. Well worked goal for them. Here's the current odds. Western Sydney $1.62 half time mark. $3.30 for the draw, and $6.50 from Melbourne City to come from behind and win this match. But you can't necessarily roll with that. They have been had more chances. Just need to make sure they're more clinical, more let's say more clinical, more movement, more trickery, like Western Sydney was able to do. That's what they have to do to break down a well-drilled Western Sydney defence there. Just have a look at the stats. So it's your bowler on the score sheet for Western Sydney, just 2 minutes in. Yeah, 7 shots to 5 for Melbourne City. About 3-1 on target for Western Sydney. And Melbourne City with 65% possession away from home. But what you do with the possession, what you do without it, say what Western Sydney did without the possession is good enough. To be deserved of the lead. So as things stand, Melbourne City will still be top of the table on the league lead with 13 points, with Western Sydney just behind on goal difference or goal score. That's if Western Sydney managed to score one more goal, and they've got above them on the table. And other substitutions, but for Western Sydney, got Noah Devokotis, Maya, Backus, Elwich, Wassel, Adam, and Suman. For Melbourne City, got Glover, Billy Nagu, Atkinson, Wales, Luna, Najuan, and Upper Dula for Melbourne City to potentially win on for the second half substitutions. And get through to my foot then. Oh, shot of Willie from Melbourne City saved right to the right hand side. That was quite a bit of a attempt for Melbourne City straight away. Came into Western Sydney Wanderers how they set up and actually scored in the first 2 minutes. Melbourne City with a really good chance to score within 30 seconds. Had to be well saved down to the right side, did not get caught out right at the start. And suddenly get back into it, still nothing really. That's Duke in the box here. And Duke, straggler, getting the legs, can boot him, but it's well scrambled out from Melbourne City as they try to make a quick breakaway down here, down the left hand side. And now they started down here and back to the defence. Okay, here we go. Closer look at me then. Oh. Alright, so Melbourne City with a good early start for the second half. That's what they need to do to into this game. .48 minutes into this game. 1-0 for Western City with the throw-in in the own half there. I should have a look at these. City tried to do their own football there, but Western Sydney just been more compact defensively there. So it's going to be taken down, but you know, like they did at the start of the second half there, you never know, they might get something. Yeah, a lot more passing around for Melbourne City, mostly on their own defence there again. Got Caprio, Durante, Galloway, whipping into the box, Ziegler clearing it away, and free kick awarded for Western Sydney with offside call in award. No, Western Sydney really earlier offside call. Just like, okay, got Griffins and back to halfway for Sullivan. This time they're coming down the left hand side with Griffins Jones. And switching it to right hand side. But yeah, just holding firm the Wanderers there. Just that one scare so far in the second half. But the atmosphere has been pretty lively there with a bit of drumming sort of noise and comes Melbourne City coming down the left hand side. That's well cut out and Wanderers trying to come with a counter attack. West Kamel down the right hand side with your bowler and bots and off over the top with the goal on the end. So going to be a corner kick for Western Sydney here on the right hand side. And the Wanderers fans behind the goal there bumping up and down. Lich Stabler is going to take this corner kick. Here comes the ball, whipped in and cleared away quite comfortably. But they're back on the ball again. They're going to get another cross into the box, are they? And well, quite a few step overs. Nice trickery skills. And there's another corner for Western Sydney. Quite good stuff there. Had seen a few different trickery skills there for Western Sydney. Some step overs. I mean, other twisting and turns over thing or whatever it was in the first half, which I haven't really seen that type of move before. So here they come again. What's going to be their approach this time? Straggler again, taking the corner kick, coming down the left hand or right hand, the right hand end of the post, but it's away. And also call that time. Hello to anyone that's watching this on the replay. Still only got one like for the stream, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button for this video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Much appreciated. Just 3 people away from hitting 300 subscribers, which would be quite cool. The score is 1-0 for Western Sydney Wanderers. Their goal scored within a minute and a half in the first half by Yaboa. Western Sydney Wanderers doing quite well defensively there to hold firm as Melbourne City are pressing forward at the moment. And that shot was straight into the arms of the goalkeeper that time. Melbourne City have been somewhat threatening and stuff. Oh, all of a sudden a push shove in the area. And this could be a spot kick from Melbourne City out of nowhere, really. The VAR being checked here. Huh. Well, a lot like he had more contact on the Western Sydney player, I would have thought. Interesting. Doesn't seem like there will be a penalty kick. But you never know what they are. It's been screwing some teams over at times. It's a big moment in the game here. Melbourne City can get back into this game. They get lucky with the officials. Yeah, that's okay. Decision upheld. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a penalty kick for Melbourne City. I sort of missed some of that build-up play, unfortunately, because my stream sort of froze right at the wrong time. So the penalty kick did get awarded, but it did seem like it was not so much of a penalty kick there. But here comes McLaren, and it's a goal. It's an equaliser. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 now. Jamie McLaren back on the score sheet yet again. 18 goals in 12 games for him. But it seemed like a highly contentious penalty kick decision there. It seemed like more contact on the Wanderers player than did on the City player. But I don't know. I think I might disagree with that decision there. But it is what it is. It is 1-1 now. And I did predict a 1-1 draw for this game. So as it stands, I'm spot on. So that really livens up this game here as both sides be trying to push for a winner now. So might make the game quite a bit more open and the defence there. So Melbourne City might get a few more chances as Western Sydney will take counter attack. More so hold on to their lead, which they're going to really start Western Sydney as well too, with a cross into the box and scored by Yaboa at the start of the game. Yeah, so Charlie gained 10 on the live chat there. He came at a good time, just as the penalty kick was taking place for Melbourne City. Got another player done injured there. This time it's Melbourne City player going down. First half we saw a lot of Brisbane players going down. Oh, got a substitution here. Baker's in for Western Sydney and Sullivan is the player that is going off. Yeah, well, Melbourne City, the current league leaders at the moment for a reason there. Know how to score goals, mainly thanks to their star player Jamie McLaren scoring a whole bunch. And here comes Melbourne City again with their tails up. By that time, that one was nice bounce into the goalkeeper. Oh, that was a really dangerous near giveaway that time. And Western Sydney down the right hand side trying to get in behind. Managed to get a hold of it. And yeah, cleared away. Got 59 minutes into this game now. Western Sydney coming down the left hand side. And turned over on the halfway line. Ooh, bit of a rough challenge there, but no whistle went blind. And Western Sydney looking dangerous down the left hand side. Numbers coming back, but it's flipped into the box. And oh, and still holding on to it. Your bowler, wow, tricky internally. Oh, yeah, bowler tricky internally and getting the shot away. And it's good saved in the end. Getting past like 5 players. Wow, that was potential goal of the season sort of moment stuff there for your bowler if he managed to score that one. Just really getting past everyone inside the box. So Western Sydney maybe a little bit more trying to get a stronger hold of things as they try and get back to retaking the lead in this game. It gets deep coming down the right hand side this and it goes out for a corner kick. Something for the home fans to clap them all back there. And see the fans behind the stadium there with the pointing and stamping and stuff like that. Okay, here comes the corner kick. So that's going to go long. And it's whipped in and we'll get it away. Western Sydney back again and then back out again. Bakers and playing advantage. A heavy challenge there and come back for a free kick at time. Yeah, straight away wanting a card for that challenge. Yeah, I agree. So that was quite a reckless challenge there. And a very dangerous looking area. So Jemison lucky not to get on the book for that one. Going for the lead. So Western Sydney with a dangerous looking free kick here. Just 5 or so meters away from the goal mark. 5 players flipping into the box. Dulwich hit it away. And that one's going to go out for a goal kick in the end there. Another mini opportunity for the Wanderers. Harrison Dulwich, 3 clearances and 7 breakups. Some of the stats for tonight there. Only he's done really well for Melbourne City tonight. So well done to him. Whoops. Commentators for the BT Sports 1 stream on uniform with Simon Hill, Andy Harper, and Adam Peacock. Got another substitution coming up here. This time it's for Melbourne City. Craig and Noon coming off. For Waits and Wales. Who will be the hero in this game to win it for either side? Or is it going to end like this, a 1-1 draw, and I'll be bang on the nose with my prediction of the draw? I'll say that Western Sydney has been more dominant for the second half, especially after the number City equalised. Here they come again. This one looks like another free kick. It's Yeboah again. There were some other tricky moves going left and right passes there. Yeah, interesting. Had two contacts, one on the edge of the box and one slightly further back, and the referee's pointed for the one further back. And still, what, no yellow card for any of these guys or something? Okay, another dangerous opportunity for Western Sydney Wanderers here. What are they going to make of this one? With a couple of metres away. Going to have a direct shot possibly as well too, as an option. Schwager's free kick coming in and well collected by the goalkeeper of Dean Bazanis. So Melbourne Sydney with the ball there as they try to make an attack coming, and they're going to get it into this one and out for a corner kick. Yeah. Well, now what's their play going to be here? Melbourne City tried to turn this one around to take the lead. Got a 4-4 formation inside the box. Matches goes forwards and a foul for the attacking player. Oh, and now we've got some pushing and shoveling and hitting going on here. Not for the first time tonight. Griffin's losing it here. Wow. And some more scrambling arms around the bodies there. Got a player that injured as well too. All these arms are pushing and shoving around here. Griffins and Georgeski at a fault. Yeah, well, that's the defensive free kick being awarded. Just a whole lot of players' arms and scrambling going on there. So it'd be interesting to see if any yellow cards is awarded for that kerfuffle. Yeah, Griffins, yeah, with the head, chest, and butts, and then a few more pushing stuff like chest pumps or hands, punch and stuff like that. Just crazy what goes on in the sport sometimes. But I don't think any discipline measures will be awarded for that. I mean, yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's going to go to Griffins. What's that come here? Want to see? He's saying calm down. I think he's saying calm down, none of that. Oh, the yellow card's coming up. Huh? Yellow each for both of them. Okay. For the retaliation for the foul there. Just the one that after is unnecessary, I guess. Yeah. Well, this match has a lot of ice and fury to it now. There always takes a nice good scrape and equalising goal, and all these different moments to really remember the match by and sort of help motivate the team as the team try to push on to try and get the winning goal for this game. So Griffin's yellow carded for Melbourne City there. And McGowan yellow carded for Western Sydney Wanderers. It's going to end more like 12 a.m. my time there. It's a bit of a late one for me. But I'm staying awake. I'm staying awake for you guys. So thank me by hitting that like button and so Melbourne City on their own half here. Gonna go for a long ball down the right hand side. And it's away for Fallen. But they got their attacking Fallen. Another substitution being made for Melbourne City here. Looks like Luna is the one that's gonna be on. And John Rowe is gonna be the player substituted. Some updated stats for this game. We've got 10 6 shots for Melbourne City, 4 each on target, 64% possession for Melbourne City. But as 1-1 on the score sheet is the main stats that matters. The comments sort of dried up quite a bit more since Gantine asked about the score when he came along for that equalising penalty kick goal. So, keep them coming. Been answering any questions, any comments you guys have. So feel free to keep saying some stuff. Doesn't always have to be released up to me, but obviously that's up to you guys, your choice. Western Sydney's got the ball in their own defence at the moment. There's that player that went down injured there, got something, some tissue type stuff in his mouth there to stop the bleeding. Belanti gets a goal. Josh Belanti has scored since going against the Sydney Wanderers 2 years ago there. Come from behind victories have been such a thing in the A League this season. And I'm sitting on course to doing it. A ball floated off the top here. And then it was whipped into the box there. 1-2 passing. And into the goal. Wow. What a turnaround. McLaren to Belanti. Belanti in the 22 minutes. As Western Sydney Wanderers now have to fight back into this game. Well, games just turned just like that. Western Sydney Wanderers only conceded 4 goals this season, and now all of a sudden 2 goals in this game. Yeah. Eventually got 17 minutes plus stoppage time there to go. And my favourite team of Augsburg and Hertha Berlin, I'd say Hertha Berlin because I like the Hertha Berlin, the Union Berlin derby match that's going on the season in the Bundesliga there, with Union Berlin being recently promoted for the first time in about 30, 40 years. Pretty impressive stuff for them. But 2-1 for Melbourne City. It's quite a good turnaround for the side. Western Sydney coming on with Jajesti down the left hand side into the box. Yeah, it's been starting to pause a bit there. I have to reset it back up again. Go to the Germans. They're both from Germany and in the Bundesliga. League. 63% for Anti, 56-minute penalty kick for Anti in the 73rd after Yeboah scoring straight away for Western Sydney Wanderers after 2 minutes. In the first half, they've been trying to get many chances there with Western Sydney's stubborn defence. But in the second half, a few more laps there, contentious penalty kick decision there. Personally, I didn't agree with it, but the referee made the decision and it wasn't enough to overturn it, unfortunately. Also, got my prediction wrong for this game as I went for 1-1-4, but it's 4 this game. Western Sydney on the ball at the moment there on the halfway line as they try to push back to come back and equalise this game and start for a goal kick as headed off target. That was an opportunity. Can't really do too much at the end of the day. We pushed all players upfield as they try to prevent back losses for the first time this season. And they're trying to come through the middle of the field here. And loose pass in the end. And they've got Duke and missed the ball completely there. Couple of nice looking pass moves there, but just the final ball missing in the end. Goal kick for Melbourne City there as that attack comes to an end. Yeboah's been doing the best for Western Sydney Wanderers with all his tricky moves. But might not get awarded man of the match as he's on the losing side at the moment. He's looking a bit more sharper after they conceded the goal like they were and they conceded the equaliser. But this time they need to score points goal if they're going to get something out of this game. You'd have to think. Come down the right hand side, Meyer, and here's the goal. Yeboah has got a brace. And the man I've been talking about, Yeboah, the potential man of the match, can still be the man of the match with his brace. That was a well worked move into the box there with a few passes going on. Goes down the right hand side into the middle of the box with a header into the right hand side and then a simple tap in the end. But still, a goal is a goal, no matter how easy or difficult it is, and it's Yeboah. and he's deserved it really. He's been the best player on the night, you have to say. And we've got 10 minutes to see if anyone will win this game. Goal, Hatrin game. 3 goals in the second half. That's just that 1 goal in the first half. What's the rest of this match have in store for us? As Melbourne City trying to come forward, but that was a poor ball there. Well, credit to me by talking about Yeboah being the man of the match, but just before he scored. I know. And Melbourne City coming forward and won a corner there, so it's back and forward stuff there. Because who wants to draw out this game? You either go 0 points or 3 points, and then at least you can win it 3 times and you sort of break even. There he comes the corner kick and clear away. And full whip down the right hand side to Wales, coming into the box there. Hits them. And decent ball, well, and that's dangerous. And Zeta is the one that gave away the corner there. That could easily have been a 3rd goal for Melbourne City, but corner kick it is. Dramatic stuff going on at the moment there. Western Sydney's turn to hold on for dear life. They're going back before they're going forward. Header and collected nicely by the goalkeeper there. And Western Sydney trying to go for a quick counter attack down the right hand side and gave away a free kick there. Can't take much of a brief words at the moment here with everything going on. Chris Beef, the referee, telling one of the Western Sydney Wanderers with a bleed mark there to go off to the sidelines to get treated. And he is off now. So Western Sydney just playing off 10 men at the moment there. So can Melbourne City make them pay with that man advantage for a brief amount of time? That cleared away to the halfway line there as Melbourne City try to rebuild with 3 midfielders. Coming down the left hand side. Through ball into the corner flag area, and it does go up for a goal kick. Nearly off to the way of the corner kick. Corner flag and trying to hit the post there, that would have been quite funny. Go the Brave team. Yeah, well, it will be 11 very, very soon once he gets stitched up. He's getting bandaged up at the moment. That one, the mark there, with a big black strand. Quite funny. And he's back on. You should see it's a black tape all around his mouth and body there. And Western Sydney coming down the left hand side with Jajeski. they try to get some quick movement play going. And that looked like a good ball, but maybe just slightly overplayed. No, got a hold of it. And that was too much work in the end. As Melbourne City with a very quick kind of tackle themselves, but stopped. So who will get the winning goal of this game? There, not long to go. 86 minutes, so 4 minutes plus stoppage time left. Couple of defensive headers going on for Melbourne City. And you can see the noise of a whaps every time Western Sydney get the ball here as they go on attack. The home side trying to get motivate them to try and push for the winner. Coming down the right hand side, trying to get into the box, but no, well defended. And a free kick gives away that time there by the strapped player. 12,000 the official card. McLaren with the one. Melbourne City trying to go forward, and it's up for a forum. And they're going to play it short, play it long. They go back a bit. Coming down the right hand side. Into the middle, off to the left of Cautioning Griffins. Luna. And a 4-1. They're really pushing forward here. Getting edging and closer inside the goal mark there. Just trying to work in some 1-2 passes, trying to find the space. And now they're starting to go back. But they do push forward. And no. They still got hold of possession here, just on the right hand sides. But you know, when you pass the ball back like that, the attacks for the breakdowns a lot more. And now there's a whole bunch of numbers back for Western Sydney. Melbourne City still got possession, and what a one this is from Beckerson. And then the right hand sides with Lachlan Wales openly clears inside the box now. And the goalkeeper can a bit of an arm fist away there. And Western Sydney back with the ball again on the halfway line now. '89th minute, so just 1 minute more, and then we'll see how much stoppage time they got for this game with the injuries and stuff. Here's Mitch Duke whipped into the box, but missed everyone there. Melbourne City with the throw in inside their own half there. Running at a time to get the winning goal off this game, and maybe I will be right for this match in terms of a draw for this game, but not necessarily the correct scoreline though. Which team kicked off? Melbourne City kicked off the first half, so Western City kicked off the second half. Here comes Western Sydney again in the dangerous area. Whipped into the box. And Meyer. And John Meyer. Oh, that was close. Yeah, one of us got a corner here. That one was very close with Meyer sneaking in wide on the left hand post, trying to squeeze it in. But the goalkeeper cutting out any gaps there, managing to just kick it away in the end. 5 minutes added on. Strangler to take. And Ziegler and it's away. And that time it's a goal kick. And it all settles down again. What's going to happen in these final 4 minutes? Surely we'll see at least one or two more chances. But can anyone take it? And Melbourne City look really dangerous down here. They're inside the box with Lachlan Wales and Jamie McLeod. Jamie McLeod did it. Jamie McLeod has scored for Melbourne City. A quick counter attack down the right hand side, opened inside the box, and it's Jamie McLeod. They surely won the game for Melbourne City in the end. Wow. Twists and turns in this game. Twists and turns, and Melbourne City with a 3-2 lead now. So surely they would have done it. Just out of nowhere, just a quick counter attack down the right hand side, and then lack of numbers left in defence. And it's Melbourne City that's going to have the last laugh, it seems. Jamie McLeod with a double for this game, and Yaboa has got a double for Western Sydney. It looks like now Western Sydney are going to be on the long one end of a 3-2 scoreline. Well, great game to watch along with 5 goals. 1 goal in the first half and 4 in the second half here. But you never know, there's 2 minutes left to go for a dramatic equaliser for Western Sydney. You never know. But time is against them. And the Wanderers are pushing forward here, and they have got a corner. So push everyone forward. 2 minutes left to scramble a 3-3 draw somehow. This game really live runs up at the death. Here comes the ball coming into the left hand side, but well collected by Bilal Zanis, the goalkeeper. Yes, nice prediction there. I think you might be right on this one with only a minute and a half left to go. I think you probably should have said your prediction at least half an hour to go to keep it interesting. But thanks for making one though. Yeah, well, they should have possibly done that when they had that corner kick there. Now it's only a minute left to go, and it's on the one end of the pitch now. So, yeah. So a minute to go. It's in Western Sydney's own half. They have to bring the ball all the way forward, and it's quick. Okay, here they come down the right hand side. They got 4 numbers forward. Everyone back for Melbourne City effectively. And has that yep, that's a free kick. Western Sydney have won a free kick with 40 seconds left to go. Now is the opportunity. Now surely they have to win the goal. They keep it. They have to get everyone up there. Just 5 minutes away from each of the goal mark, or maybe 10 minutes. But then just a simple ball whipped into the box there to try and get a hold off to it. They have to bring the goalkeeper forward. Doesn't seem like they have. Don't know why. It's only 10 seconds left. Bad decision. But here comes the ball into the box. And in the air, lots of headers going forward. Trying to go for a bicycle kick. No. And check off the watch. And their time's up. Whew. And there's the full-time whistle. It's a win for Melbourne City. 3-2 in the end. With Jamie McLeod, Brace, and Bawante on the score sheet for Melbourne City. Yaboa with a double for Western Sydney. 15-9 shots for Melbourne City. 7-6 on target for them. And Melbourne City did all that after being 1-0 down at half time. They were, yes, you're right. bats to the wall in the first half. It was Western Sydney that what looked more clinical, say, and Melbourne City just had scattered chances. In the second half, a contentious penalty kick decision by the referee gave McLean the equaliser for Melbourne City, and then Boante taking the lead for Melbourne City with just a simple ball on the box there, and then seemed like Ebola would possibly do it for Western Sydney as he got the equaliser for Western Sydney with some nice tricky moves for the side. But McLean had the last laugh as he also scored a brace there with a dramatic stoppage time winner in the end there. So we've a sigh of relief that the game's over there, and I think I'll end the stream here. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button if you want to see more matches or predictions there. Make sure you subscribe and comment below if you saw the replay there or the thoughts on the game or any other things there. Well, before you go, we got another comment here. Ebola was feeling a bit quick. Don't know what you mean by that one. You mean Ebola the virus or Ebola the player? Which the player called Ebola? Don't think there was. Yes, Ebola the virus. Yes. I think every play was fine there, but it was pretty funny with that other player having that big tape bandaged around his face there for a bit. Anywho, I think I'll end it here, so catch you on the next one. See ya.